The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, the Money Masters. And now, your Money Masters, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you being with us each and every day. Market-wise out here, folks, you get the Dow off 115, Nasdaq's off 37, S&Ps are off 15. You get gold up 25 bucks, trading at 1,783. Silver's up 50 cents at 39. You get the bonds flat. Dollar's up. Over in Europe, we have...
Great place to start.
Yeah, FTSE is down 1%. You get the DAX off 1 8/10, and the DAX was off 2.5%. You know, overnight in Asia, it was mixed out there. No big deal. You had the Nikkei up 0.2%. Shanghai was down 0.7%. So we get action out here, man.
Yeah. Now, the DAX chart, you know,
yes.
pull that one up, because I think you had that on the shorter-term time frame.
Yes.
Because I think that's an important one to take a look at, isn't it?
The DAX let us down, no doubt. And what's happening out here, folks, and this is about as deviant as you can get, and what we're doing here is we're setting the B to C of an ABC up. And that's going to just shock people. And what will end up happening, the bulls won't buy this because they're scared as this is pulling back in.
Yeah.
That more than likely will finish that move off, and then what you'll see is that, yeah, then we'll come back down the other side. But the DAX is generating it right now. The DAX got as low as 58.49 out here, folks, and it's already, you know, at 59.18. And if you just look at our own, you got to remember something, the Qs are the strongest indice out there.
Absolutely.
And if we go back and we take a look at the Qs right now, what you have is that they can't move. You know, they're down at 66 cents. Big deal. You know, you get 13 million shares. That 13 million, if you remember, the way that we went down is what's going to help us going up dramatically.
Right.
Because what happens here, folks, this absolutely is the best day that we can have the pullback, and this is why. Because you're so close on the Thursday highs. The Thursday highs, let's say in the Qs you have 143 million shares. If they get into Wednesday highs, which is $53.04, forget it. It's not going to break 205 million shares.
Right.
You know, and so what you have there, you have more than likely a small ABC up that will take you into that 1300 area, which is absolutely bizarre. But bottom line is that you can have an ABC up inside a larger ABC down.
Right. Well, which is what we call the Gartley pattern.
Oh, we'll love it.
But that's
right.
what we call the Gartley pattern.
Oh, that's right. Perfect.
It's an ABC with inside a larger ABC.
Right. And you know what? Well, you know what we'd like to see then? We'd love to see that. That'd even be better. If we could get a Tiger Gartley, if we could pass the B without volume.
Absolutely.
And you get the price projection, and then you'll see, you talk about firing away, folks. Oh, baby.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, firing away in a big way. No doubt about it.
And, or, you know, I mean, there's, you know, one of the things when I took a look at yesterday's action was when I took a look at all the indexes, you know, what we had done is we pretty much had made a 0.382 retracement. Now, the Qs was a little bit stronger. The Qs was nicer because we got above that March 16th. Right. You know, so we closed above that. That should act as support. The low on that, folks, is 53.77. We're trading at 53.76 right now.
Right.
So that's important, you know, area for us to take a look at.
Yes.
But when I took a look at the other indexes, you know, all the other indexes for the most part were making it their way up to the 0.382. Now, the small caps didn't make it all the way up there.
Yeah, no, they're weak.
You know, the Dow did, okay, or the diamonds, you know, take a look at the ETFs. And the S&P, I mean, really got right up there. And what I do is I tell folks that that's just the first floor of the elevator on the way up.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Or the way down, depending on which direction it is that you're trading.
Right.
And just like any elevator, people get off the floor.
Right.
Now, it's a natural place to take profits.
Oh, big time. There's no
Especially when you take a look at the move, you know, from anybody who got in anywhere near the bottom and played that bottom.
Exactly.
Which you had a couple of different shots to do that.
That's right.
And so it was a nice move, a nice percentage move. If you're playing a triple or a double,
huge.
You know, it was a nice percentage move. So it's a logical area to go ahead and get off the elevator.
It's huge.
Now, what I was taking a look at last night and certainly this morning is the fact that what we've got happening today is we've got combust, Mercury conjunct Venus.
Is this today?
It is today.
Okay.
Okay. It's later on this afternoon, maybe about 5 o'clock.
Right. Okay.
Or whatever. But it's today, and so my subscribers know that. I went back, took a look at it going back to 1998,
right.
And we've just got our distribution of probabilities of highs and lows. And so coming into this, because we take a look at that as a timing tool.
Yes.
First arbiter is price.
Right.
Price in the Fibonacci
right.
areas. But when you've got price and all of a sudden lining right up with a timing tool, and it's only a 0.382 retracement, you're just saying,
is this the turn?
Yeah, is this the turn? Okay. Is this a big, huge ABC? Because we know if this is the turn, if it were, and we were able to bust through the lows that we had from last week.
Right.
Huge ABC down.
Oh yeah.
We'll get down to your 825.
No doubt.
In a heartbeat.
Well, yeah, because what happens here, folks, is that the A point on this, you can make an argument. The A point is 1350.
We'll go back to May 2nd.
1356, and the B is 1100. So you got 250 S&P points down, and that would get you to 950. And
I don't think we're there.
No.
Right. But still,
you have to
take a look at it.
You have to be cognizant of it. You have to absolutely be cognizant of it. See, the thing that's neat here, folks, and this is where traders thrive in the market, and this is why. Bulls seem to always think that, you just edge up every day, and it blows my mind that it's like, what are you talking about? That's not how it goes, okay? But that has happened in the last 2 years, no doubt about it, okay? Very unusual, but bottom line, it happened. The way that markets move, folks, is that they move, and when they're moving, you got to figure out what the most deviant thing that can be done.
Yeah.
And what I do is I take the energy of the market and then look and say, okay, what's the most deviant thing? Well, the most deviant thing, this is where this gets really interesting, is that because we had so much volume on August 11th.
Yes.
If you remember August 11th, what ended up happening is that the market actually accelerated up and then gave it up in a big way.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
But what you have there now is that you have huge amounts of volume that's going to be hard to break down.
Exactly.
Now, the high of that, folks, so check this out. And we've already done this. The high of that day on the S&P cash is 1186.29. Well, we get down to 1187.20, and it doesn't want anything to do with it.
Right.
Now watch the volume characteristic here, because this is where you can really wrap your head around this thing. The volume characteristic inside the NYSE is 1.8 billion shares.
Right.
Okay? Good luck trying to take that out. We're only 163 million right now. The volume characteristic inside the NASDAQ, folks, is 3.4 billion shares. Yeah. Well, you know what? It's not even going to get close. And so these are the times that you can really make hay inside the marketplace, because no one, that's just the way it goes, man,
Yeah, and so what helps is understanding that.
Right.
Okay, so understanding, again, price and volume aspects, and then going ahead and throwing on top of it some of these other astro aspects.
Right.
Okay. But then going back and studying them to understand, okay, it does make a market turn, but for how long? And understanding the probability of the period of time,
right?
Okay, and then measuring that price on the pullback,
right?
Also is really helpful,
right? Now so we get combust later tonight. So let's figure this out. You get option expiration on Friday. So, when I'm looking at this, I'm saying to myself, this is the perfect move. That you pull back today, you pull back, you try it again tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
You try to move into a higher high, meaning not a higher high than the highs of the marketplace, but just you're trying to bust up into option expiration. And then, so is there anything happening next week?
Nothing that. I think I pretty much took a look at this week. Okay. So I got to, I'll
and what is the window that's open inside a combust?
Well, my study is going back to 1998.
Right.
You had highs or lows that were occurring either 4 days before the date or 4 days after the date.
Okay.
Pretty much. Now, for us from a low standpoint, knowing that combust was today, and the lows that we would have made were 5 trading sessions ago.
Right.
I didn't see that going back to 1998.
Right.
Doesn't mean it couldn't happen.
Doesn't
mean that it didn't happen going back before that. I just didn't have enough time.
That's right.
I just kept my study really based on the S&P.
Right.
And there were, I think there were 34 different dates that I took a look at.
Okay.
So now the majority of times the turn took place either the day before or the day of. So either yesterday, which was as we were coming into those highs yesterday,
right?
You know, and closing at the highs, you know, it's kind of like,
is this it?
Should I send a alert out to my folks and say, let's sell into this rally,
right?
You know, right now. But you know, seeing us close above the 0.382, getting above on the Qs,
right?
Knowing that they're leading us up and getting above that. You know, said, let's just sit back and see what. So I wasn't surprised to wake up early in the morning and see our markets down. I was like, okay, well, that makes sense. But what's going on volume-wise? What's going on, you know, around the other, around the world, the other industries? You know, to see. And so we moved our stops up, but that's all that we've done, just to.
And you know, folks, inside the NDX 100, what you have is that the strongest equities right now, Gilead Science, Apollo Group, Virgin Media, Dollar Tree. The weakest, which is interesting, I'll pull it up in a second because it was up last night, was Urban Outfitters. They come out with numbers. That was up $2 last night. Baidu.com, Research in Motion, and Green Mountain. Let me just say Green Mountain for a second, because Green Mountain, it kills me. You know what? I was looking at this yesterday, and I know the short interest in Green Mountain, folks, is huge. But I looked at this yesterday, and I said, I knew this thing's ready to croak. And what it is, the inside is, and you know what happens at this, folks, is that you can't just flat out sell the stock, okay? Because the short interest is way too much. The short interest is pushing almost 13%. But what is also happening is that insiders are bailing out on this stock like wildfire, man. I mean, you're talking big numbers. You're talking straight across the whole deal. And the way, so what does happen is that, you know, don't forget Don Kaufman's on today from 12 to 1. And, you know, you could do option strategies inside of that.
And when this does decide to fall out of bed, should it happen, you're coming back to $62.
$62,
right?
You got it. $62.
In a heartbeat, it's straight at 99 right now.
It's wide open, man. There's no doubt about it. So
but it still hasn't broke a swing point down with any volume.
No, it hasn't.
Right? So
it hasn't. It hasn't. So you'd still want to wait until 105 again. You know, the bottom line is not there right now, but. URBN, let's take a look. We had Urban Outfitters. They came out with numbers last night, and you know, it was up $2. Now it's down $2.40. That's deviant in a big way. So check that out. You know, and it's gonna, you know, it's gonna be interesting here. Yeah, no, that broke the swing of 26.46 this morning with some juice, behind it. Pull this back. This is up, down, all over the place, and you can just see, folks, if you're gonna play that. Okay, so Urban Outfitters has been in a huge consolidation. You know, if you take a look at this Urban Outfitters, folks, you can see, and all you have to do is look at the tops and the bottoms and say, okay, where has the force been? And bottom line is that you can see the force is downtown.
Big time.
You know, bottom line, you're going to see lower lows coming right at us. Goldman Sachs, let's go take a look at Goldman Sachs. Now, Goldman Sachs has been absolutely getting hammered. You know, and that low out there is still ready to be made. Listen, folks, don't forget, Wednesday night, 6:30 to 7, Steve's going to be doing a workshop. It's free. It's on position sizing. As soon as we come back, Steve's going to talk about it. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We're going to be right back.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today. Click Investments Newsletters and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
Is the fast-moving investment world challenging the way you think about managing risk and return? You don't have to go it alone. Directions Alternative Strategy Funds feature built-in tactical management to help you find clarity for the path ahead. Direction Funds, I'm with X. To learn more about Directions Alternative Strategy Funds, please visit TFNN.com and click on the Direction Funds banner or call 877-434-9363. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus contains this and other information about Direction Funds. The prospectus should be read carefully before investing. To obtain a prospectus, go to DirectionFunds.com. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. The use of leverage by a mutual fund increases the risk to the fund. The more a fund invests in leverage instruments, the more leverage will magnify gains or losses on those investments. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC. Looking for some extra cash to help pay off some of your bills? Let Tiger Metal Exchange convert your unwanted jewelry to cash. We pay out 80% of the market price for gold. Our payouts are the highest in the industry, more than double our largest competitors. And we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. Log on to TigerMetalExchange.com and get your free scale, your free eye loop, and get the cash you deserve now. We provide a free online calculator that converts your jewelry to cash at up-to-the-minute spot prices. We insure your items for up to $75,000 per shipment free of charge. We videotape the entire valuation process so that you can view it online. You can call us toll-free at 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. Let Tiger Metal Exchange put more cash in your pocket without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Join the list of thousands of satisfied customers and go to TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make.
TFNN introduces Tiger TV. Tiger TV brings you video content to help you succeed in the financial markets and beyond. Investors and traders can get in-depth information, news, commentary, and education for investing and trading equities, options, commodities, forex, futures, and more. Just go to TFNN.com and click Tiger TV and select your favorite channel from the carousel on the left. Grab a popcorn and get ready for Tiger TV, a great new service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Great Panther Silver. For more information, just click the Great Panther Silver banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow right now down 73, NASDAQ off 30, S&P's off 11, the gold's up 28. You got, let's see, Big Blue's down 165. We got 3M off 135. Home Depot. Let's go over to Home Depot for a second.
Yeah, they came out with numbers this morning, didn't they?
They come out with numbers, and
pretty decent numbers, I think, is what
Home Depot closed at 31. It's up $1.62 right now. So let's see what they say number-wise. Let's see. They beat the estimates, and when you take profit is up 14%. And it totally makes sense, because the reality is that if you have a house, you're doing it over. You don't have to be doing it over. I'm just saying that people are staying in houses longer now.
Yeah,
more than likely. So
absolutely.
You either sit there and okay, well, I'll go spend a few bucks.
You're either doing that, or you're buying something maybe on a short sale and fixing it up.
That's right.
So
that's right.
You figure with the inventory that we've got out there, that the Lowe's, the Home Depots, should be, doing pretty well. Should be a good staple.
That's right.
For years to come.
No, there's no doubt about it. And if we, I believe, now
which store do you prefer to go? When you go in, do you like Lowe's or Home Depot better?
It seems that Lowe's seems more formal than Home Depot.
Doesn't it? Yeah. The floors are a little bit nicer. Right. Seems like you're paying more money. Now, I don't know that you are, right?
I agree.
But there's a perception that you walk in there, and then maybe you're paying a little bit more money.
Totally.
Which is...
Totally. Yeah, that's funny. That really is funny. So it's... the best deal that they have, folks, if you don't know this, they both have this deal, too, and this is a great deal. Well, particularly... it's a great deal anywhere, is that if you buy any plants
Yeah.
At either one of those places, you know, they're guaranteed forever.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you don't have a green thumb, make sure you do go buy them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, you have to keep your receipt.
Right.
But they will give you a new plant.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
Oh, that's a good deal.
And, well, you know, the sickest... Now, to check this out, as I'm saying...
Now, you got to bring your old dead plant
Yeah, you bring
back
your dead plant back. Okay.
This
now,
used to be...
Now watch how smart this is, though, marketing-wise, okay? I'm explaining this over the air.
Yeah.
And I keep going there, and my plants die because I don't have a great green thumb.
But you've never gone back.
I haven't gone back. But you know what? You know what? Every single time I say, well, hold it. You know, I will eventually. I like the idea of it.
Right.
You know, so.
Oh, that's great.
Isn't it crazy?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it really is. Wild. Let's go to Matthew in Boston. Hey, Matthew, what's happening?
Hey, Tom, how's it going?
Going great. You having a good day? Is it still raining dogs and cats up there?
Yeah, actually, it stopped, believe it or not.
Oh, that's good.
Anyways, how are things down your way?
Things are just awesome in Florida. There's no doubt about it. The quality of life in Florida is outstanding.
That's good. Hey, I was just wondering, can you give me, I'm looking at this Red F, an entry point possibly?
Nice looking shirt.
You got Red F. This is the internet destination focused on India and the global India community. The low is $1.80, the high $17.98. They lose 27 cents. Okay, so we see what he's looking at, don't we?
That's some nice volume up there at the top, you know?
He's looking at that $17.98 up there. Okay, let me bring this back a little.
Can I ask you a question then while you're doing this?
Absolutely.
You know, I've been sort of listening to you, and you're saying volume at the top. When would that be broken? Ever, or at the start?
When there is volume at the top? Like in this chart?
When there's volume, like right now, it's high volume, but there's nothing after that that's even close to it. When would this?
Which is dynamite. That's what you like to see. Okay, so the question, folks, is this: this equity has volume at 1798. Well, here, first off, I got to bring it all the way back. I got to put this on a monthly first to make sure it has volume. Period. Okay, so it does, which is nice. Okay, it actually has volume. Also at 33.75, which is nice, okay? So you have volume at 1798, nice volume on a weekly, on a monthly it's 53 million. What happens is that as it'll eventually go test it. That's what it will do. And what would be over is that if the test is on lighter volume, then that's done. It's done what it's supposed to do, okay? So in this particular case is that your breakout area was at 795. That was in April. You go all the way back up. You go up with some nice juice. You're coming back down. You know, when you came back down both times. If you want to see the classics, folks, you come back down to 735 on June 20th with 400,000. You came back down at 675 with $1 million. And when the first time it came down at that, at 735.
I mean, you're coming into 1.2 million even just from April 12th.
That's right.
You know,
and if you caught that move, there's 100%.
Yeah.
The stock went up 100%. So what I do here, you know, you just wait for a pullback, man. I mean, I'd wait for another pullback. The reason being on this one right here, you know,
so you might be able to get about $8.
$8 would be all over.
Yeah, $8 would be
all
nice.
over.
Yeah.
$8. Okay, quick question then. If they
stay there, we're going to be coming right back. This is Steve Rhodes. This is Tom O'Brien. And listen, folks, if you enjoy the program, please tell 3 people. We really appreciate it. We're going to be right back.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you want to get great trade setups in the equity as well as the option market, come over to TFNN.com and test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, for 2 weeks absolutely free. Each trade setup comes with a profit projection as well as stop placement. Included in Market Insights is a Twitter alert service. This allows you to take advantage of intraday setups. Volatility is back in the markets. What does that mean to you? To me, it spells short-term opportunity each and every day. The days of trending up on lighter volume are gone. We have come off the highs with volume across the globe. Don't get caught in a complacency trap. Many of the indices have given back 2 months of trading in 1 week. We have a trader's market. You can take advantage of this trader's market by test driving my daily newsletter, Market Insights, free for 2 weeks. Market Insights will give you the edge you're looking for in the markets. Go to TFNN.com under newsletter. Hit the Market Insight tab for your 2-week free test drive right here, right now.
Win free silver all summer long during our Great Panther Silver Summer Silver Giveaway.
And it's my very great pleasure to announce our winner in the Great Panther Silver Coin Giveaway, Patricia Keith of Framingham, Massachusetts. Patricia, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Are you the kind of person that's lucky that wins a lot of things in life or not?
Yeah, I do.
You do? What do you think you attribute this luck to? Is it good living or what?
Positive thinking, yeah.
That is the key. Did you ever think you would win the Great Panther Silver Coin?
No, I didn't, but I really appreciate it. Thank you.
And how long have you listened to TFNN?
Oh my gosh, 5 years.
Through Labor Day, TFNN will hold a drawing once a day, 5 days a week, business days only. One lucky entrant will receive one of these beautiful coins. Winning one of these extraordinary coins could not be easier. There's no contest and no gimmicks. Go to the front page of TFNN.com for more information. Win free silver all summer long during our Great Panther Silver Summer Silver Giveaway.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes a carefully selected portfolio can lower your volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angelo O'Brien, financial advisor and certified financial planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
Tom O'Brien's weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, gives traders, investors, and money managers a thorough strategy for trading in the gold market. If you're an investor in gold or any of the gold mining equities, this newsletter is an essential tool that can help you become a better trader in the gold market. The Gold Report comes out every Monday with complete coverage of the entire gold market, including the XAU, HUI, the dollar, the bond, the rand, as well as more than 35 different mining equities. For the low price of $150, you will receive 13 weeks of the Gold Report, or you can order up to a full year for under $500. If you'd like to find out more about the Gold Report, log on to TFNN.com, or for more information, call our office at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
This segment is brought to you by Great Panther Silver. For more information, just click the Great Panther Silver banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow down 65, Nasdaq's up 25, S&Ps are up 6. We're talking with Matthew from Boston. What was the next question, Matthew? Matthew? I guess we lost him. Hey, you know, it's wild. So we just came across the tape here, folks, okay? This is not going to go away, and this is going to get really interesting watching how this shakes out. So, of course, you know, you had the News Corporation, you know, hijacking phones in Europe.
Right,
okay?
right.
But what just come across the tape, you know, this morning what was coming out is that Murdoch wasn't going to have to go back in front of their parliament, but their son was.
Right.
But now it just come out. So check this out. This is pretty intense, actually. News Corporation editors at the News of the World Sunday tabloid discussed the practice of hijacking in daily meetings, okay, since 2007. Okay? Now, the UK lawmakers just released, they actually have this in writing. So it's going to get really interesting to see how this shakes out coming into the United States. Because, see, what you have here, folks, is this. In Europe, they're used to that. That's a normal occurrence. There's no doubt about it. I mean, if you remember the Esquire, even in the United States, is one of the biggest newspapers out there, you know, with all the garbage in it, okay? But it's a huge newspaper. But in Europe, that's a normal occurrence, and it's kind of close whether, I'm not even sure whether sometimes it was illegal or not. You know, there's no doubt hijacking that girl's phone, and, you know, yeah, that's illegal beyond belief.
Yeah.
But the bottom line, I think, looking at this is that, will this filter in? Because when you look inside a company, if in fact that's normal practice, well, you know what? It's going to be normal practice over here. But
sure.
if that comes out over here, oh, the gallows are going to be out there. The gallows are going to be out there in a big way. This is a big number, because, see, Murdoch already testified that he didn't realize it until late 2010.
Oh, is that what okay.
That's what he testified
until what? Until something was broken?
That's right. And so now what the UK lawmakers have just released literally minutes ago, well, no, 10 o'clock, minutes ago, well, 10 o'clock, is they released published reports flat out that this was expressed, but expressed every single week in daily meetings.
Yeah.
Not, you know, so it's going to be, it's oh, man, I'm telling you. You know, to get news, I guess news sells, and dirty news really sells. Yeah.
Did you ever buy one of those magazines?
You
know, while you're standing in line at the...
I don't.
Yeah,
I mean,
I've never bought one.
I remember growing up, though. You know what always blew my mind, folks? So check this out. If you remember, even the Inquirer always had the person with 8 heads on it and all that.
Yeah.
Now, what absolutely blew my mind, though, when I actually got in this business, right, is that the Inquirer is the largest selling newspaper in the world. Think about it. In the world. Okay, if you think about why countries and why,
you wonder how much they're paying for that shelf space, which is right at the registers.
Oh yeah, big time.
Right,
big time.
In every grocery store across the country.
It's huge.
That's got to be, talk about smart.
Yeah. Oh, listen, it's all about shelf space and it's all about distribution.
Yeah.
But think about that. And if you wonder. You know, that is, between that and reality shows, folks, that's when you can understand why things are, the way they are. There's no doubt about it. Wild. Let's see if Rick's paid any taxes up in British Columbia yet. Hey, Rick, have you paid your taxes yet?
Well, no, I'm holding off. I'm going to sell JDSU around 1550 after hours tomorrow.
That's a beautiful thing, brother.
And then I can afford it, see.
There you go, man.
Hey, Copper, Tom, it looks to me this might be telling the tale in the market. Probably hit that 1250, 1260 level with it. It looks like we could get a retest of the lows if you look on a daily, but there's three crows when we fell apart, so we could go and retest the lows, then get a bounce back to about 420, setting an ABC structure down to about 350, 360. You see that big daily doji there 4, 5, 6 days ago? It could be a halfway move down as well.
Yeah, what Rick's talking about, folks, we get copper right now at $3.99. Yeah, if you stay on the phone, we'll talk about it as soon as we get back. Listen, don't forget, folks, tomorrow night, 6:30 to 7, right?
Yes. Yep.
We're going to be talking about position sizing, right?
Absolutely. Position sizing, probability, how to make more money in the market.
And you can sign up. It's free, folks, right into breaking news. We're going to be right back.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today. Click Investments Newsletters and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
Studies show that 10,000 hours is what it takes to achieve outstanding results, unless you use the power of leverage. The power of leverage, folks, is key to attaining outstanding success in your trading and investing. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of The Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN.com, and author of Mastering Probability, a daily trading and investment newsletter. Let me take your trading to a new level, a whole new level. Let me teach you the secrets that the real money masters use each and every day to produce consistent financial results. On top of that, I'll transform your life in ways you never thought imaginable. You'll overcome hurdles like an Olympian. Here's the beauty. I'm so certain that I'll transform your life. I'm giving you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Time, folks. Something you'll never get back. The time is now to take action. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com and order Mastering Probability. It'll change your life forever. At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, I just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650. But you get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
And very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you know, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
TFNN introduces Tiger TV. Tiger TV brings you video content to help you succeed in the financial markets and beyond. Investors and traders can get in-depth information, news, commentary, and education for investing and trading equities, options, commodities, forex, futures, and more. Just go to TFNN.com and click Tiger TV and select your favorite channel from the carousel on the left. Grab a popcorn and get ready for Tiger TV, a great new service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. You get the Dow right now down 46, NASDAQ off 20, S&P's off 7. And, you know, the bottom line is that this little baby, let's just look at the volumes here for a second. We are in, what, we're an hour and a half into it, hour into it. There's no juice here, folks. So bottom line is that you're setting up a B to C, more than likely, of a small ABC up. And it's going to be interesting to see if, in fact, it's going to be interesting. So the NASDAQ, this is going to be a close call. The NASDAQ has done $463 million. You know, so we're still going at the, no, we're going at the $3.1 billion. There's no way that the baby's going to go. So talk to me about, you're going to be doing a workshop Wednesday night.
Doing the workshop tomorrow, 6:30 to 7, and it's all really about understanding probability. Now, you know, probability is something that most of our decisions are based on some kind of probability. You know, whether you're driving, whether you're making a left-hand turn or a right-hand turn, you know, a business decision that you're making. And so, you know, if there's any one thing I've learned, it's that in being involved with so many different businesses, there's always little tricks. There's just these little tricks that will, in fact, I was talking with one of my subscribers on the drive-in this morning. You know, and she'd been trading for a while. And and she was really trying to understand position sizing. And how to be able to use it and apply it to her trading. And it's just these little tricks that will help to improve your trading so much and help you better understand what's going to help you to reduce your risk, understand, you know, the probability of your trade. In her case, she was probably setting the stops too close. And so, and the position sizing formula that I use, it allows you to really widen those things a little bit because, you know, as I told her, it's important when you decide you're going to pull the trigger and you want to enter that day, especially if it's a longer term trade. You know, she's not a day trader. And I said, so if you've been waiting for this stock, you don't want to get stopped out on that first day. You don't want to get stopped out by the volatility that you or I can't control. And there's ways to understand what the average daily volatility is. And so I say you want to be able to enter, you want to widen your stop. If you get taken out, we were just simply wrong. I mean, if you know, if it starts getting more volatile in a couple of days, you're going to get taken out. So, folks, you just simply want to go sign up 30 minutes. You will get more in that 30 minutes. You should be paying me to go there, but I'm giving it to you unconditionally, and you know, and I want to help you improve your trading.
And you know what's interesting, folks, is that particularly, you know, we've rode the gold market in a huge way, and I hear, you know, well, being even at the gold shows, it's terrible, you know, sometimes when I'm talking and people have never sold. And believe it or not, it's 10 years and some people haven't made any money, which is absolutely sick, okay? And most of the time when that happens is that their position size was too big, their leverage was too big, and they get blown up. And then that's what happens. And so if you pay attention to your position size, if you pay attention to the leverage, and you understand that there's no way that you can just buy something that goes into the green. It just doesn't happen. When I hear people say, hey, it didn't go into the green, it's like, what are you talking about, man? I mean, you know, that's not how the market works. You know, so sometimes, you get lucky like that. But the reality is it's very unusual when you go into the green immediately. You know. So, Rick, we're talking about, thanks for holding, man. Appreciate it. So if we look at copper, you know.
Well, I'll tell you what I think is happening, and it looks to me, and is we may go down another day or two, retest the low of 3-4 days ago or the low of 5 days ago. But then it looks to me like we could get a bounce up to about 4.25, 4.20, and I guess you could almost call those three black crows, right?
On the daily you can, but on the weekly it's not there.
No, not on the weekly. The daily, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, on the daily it is. You know, and what happens with three black crows, folks, it likes to get retested. Now, I've just put this up on about 5 years, and what you do have is this, folks, and this is important to understand. This is saying that, you know, it was a false break topside, number one, when we went topside in December. Once you break back inside it, which is just staying inside 427 and saying, hey, bottom line is that what's going to be game here is down to that 272.
Well, that low, eh?
Well, what happens is that when you break topside or break the bottoms and it doesn't stay there, you're going to go to the next swing point. And the next swing point, it already broke the 384 last week, okay? So that's saying that, okay, well, the next leg down could get you into that 272 area, which is all of that means, folks. That'd be another indication that we are building, that we are building cause for the next few months to have a leg down in the market, and all the market, because if copper is going to get down to 272, folks, let me tell you something.
Our market's going down.
The S&P.
Hey, Tom, that's only like what? It's not even a 50% retracement from the lows.
That's right.
If you look on a monthly kind of thing.
That's right, and which is not a big deal. Exactly.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. You know, it's going to be, it's wild, and this is important to understand, folks, the different correlations, whether we're talking, commodities, whether you're talking the currencies. Yeah, let's talk the currencies a bit. You know, the euro yesterday, right, had a little strength going into those highs, right?
Yeah, when we were on the air, oh boy.
And she's not backing off much. That's interesting. Okay, so this is going to get interesting, because she got to that 144.77 yesterday, right?
Yeah.
And, she's backing down today just 0.50.
Well, I guess we've got today we've got Merkel and Sarkozy that are going to save the world, right? They went to a meeting at around 10 our time or so. Should be out around noon.
Right.
With some kind of statement.
So folks, watch this. This is what is absolutely sick when you talk about fiat currencies and when you talk about saving banks and all the rest of it, okay? So what they're talking about over there is this, is that first off, all these countries are broke. A couple are more broke than others.
Absolutely.
So they want to do these euro bonds. And the way the euro bond will go is that they'll all get behind the euro bond, they'll sell it out 100 years, and they want to push everything down 100 years.
Yeah.
So now picture this. As citizens, right, the citizens are getting taken to the cleaners.
Yeah.
Okay? So as citizens, you'd say, hey, screw it. Excuse my language, but let all the banks go south, right? But if you did that, there'd be a huge depression, and you can't do it. So the banks know that, in fact, it's that catch-22, and it's a sick scene, man.
Yeah.
And that's what debt does to you on a longer-term basis. So the bottom line is it is going to get pushed down the road, because what can you do? If you're in the camp and say, hey, stick it to them all, well, you'd be surprised you're going to get stuck too. Boom.
Pride.
This is Steve Rhodes. This is Tom O'Brien. Don't forget about signing up for Steve's workshop, folks. It's free. It's tomorrow night. It's 6:30 to 7. Position size and a probability. We're going to be right back.
Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Rand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed, with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
for some extra cash to help pay off some of your bills? Let Tiger Metal Exchange convert your unwanted jewelry to cash. We pay out 80% of the market price for gold. Our payouts are the highest in the industry, more than double our largest competitors. And we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. Log on to TigerMetalExchange.com and get your free scale, your free eye loop, and get the cash you deserve now. We provide a free online calculator that converts your jewelry to cash at up-to-the-minute spot prices. We insure your items for up to $75,000 per shipment free of charge. We videotape the entire valuation process so that you can view it online. You can call us toll-free at 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. Let Tiger Metal Exchange put more cash in your pocket without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Join the list of thousands of satisfied customers and go to TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make.
Would you like to discover the next great tech stock? David White, TFNN's technology guru, has just launched his new newsletter, The Technology Insider. In his newsletter, David will be looking for those shining stars that may turn into the next Apple, Microsoft, or Cisco. David combines his technology background as a software programmer with his market skills as a successful professional trader to give you this unique newsletter. We're on the verge of the next great tech run. With the Technology Insider, you'll be in front of the run-up and not lagging behind. David is developing a long-term investment portfolio, therefore we're only offering the Technology Insider as an annual subscription with a remarkable price of only $395. That's right, for a little over $1 a day, you'll receive the fundamental technology wisdom and technical trading skills of the Technology Insider David White. What are you waiting for? Go to the front of TFNN.com, click on the link on the front page, sign up for your 2-week free trial, and become a Technology Insider today.
You've heard Bud Rolfs give his expert technical analysis of the stock market on the radio. Now you can have his superior trading advice and his best stock picks delivered right to your desktop every week with his newsletter, The Torch. Using his own trademarked Warpath trading system, Bud will help you to increase your odds of making and saving money in the markets with powerful stock selection, stock analysis, and trading plan strategies. Published every Monday morning, each issue of The Torch features full-color charts in an easy-to-follow format. You will also receive not only the big picture of what's going on in the major markets and critical sectors, but also featured stock picks with complete trading plans and technical setups, as well as the Subscribers Corner, where Bud analyzes stocks submitted by subscribers. Visit TFNN.com today and receive your 2-week free trial of The Torch. That's a $75 value. Sign up now and make sure you receive all the great market analysis and winning trade ideas in every action-packed issue of The Torch from Bud Rolfs.
Hi folks, this is Tom O'Brien. My new book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, is for sale at Amazon.com for only $18.40.
Welcome back, folks. And folks, don't forget, TFNN, we start programming every morning, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. We go from 9 to 1. And then, of course, 3 to 6. You can get all that programming live at TFNN, archived, as well as iTunes. Now, don't forget, if you have an iPad or an Apple device, just go to the App Store. It's under TFNN. It's free. If you have an Android device, a Microsoft device, or a RIM device, inside your browser, just put tfnn.mobi, and you can get us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, let's go out to San Francisco. We got Glenn. Hey, Glenn, what's going on?
You and Steve are like the Good Morning America of trading here in the morning.
Hey, perfect.
Well, we appreciate you getting up with us. Thanks so much, man.
Hey, I'm looking at Marvell Technologies. I picked it up on the 8th. It looks like it made a bullish butterfly pattern, and I've got a target around 15. I just wanted to get your opinion on that.
Yeah. Well, you know, it did make a butterfly extension to 1169 was the 1.272 on that. Is that what you were looking at?
Yeah, I thought it was a 3.14 off of the B from the A to B to C going up, and then from the X point I got a 1.618.
Well, I tell you where I was starting. I was starting with the 1390 area, which was on August the 12th, 2010, which is kind of a nice place to reference because from August 2010 was where, you know, the market had its nice move up. And so in this case here, I'm just referencing from there to the high that it made. It looks like about $22 and a penny, somewhere around January 18th. And so when I do the expansion of that swing point, 1.272 takes you to 1169. So, which is a good, when I take a look at things that are contracting or expanding, when I'm looking at expansion between swing points, I like to look at 1.272 or 1.618. It's kind of a natural place where your back is up against the wall. You don't have to put in a huge risk. And so in this case here, that's what I show. And so, and you got in at about what price?
I got in at 1160.
Yeah. Sweet. So which is really a great price, because 1169 would have been probably the exact number. So 1160 is great, and all you have to do really is have a stop somewhere underneath 1123.
Right.
And it looks like now right now the thing is it's been retracing up on really light volume.
So that's what concerns me.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's and when you take a look at this thing on a longer term basis, this thing is doing nothing but making lower highs and lower lows. Yeah. So I don't know what the what fundamentally Marvell's got, because it's good company. I haven't looked at their earnings and so forth.
Right now what you're running into here is that downdraft from June 17th. You see at $13.17, we hit $13.15 today. You get $29 million. I would stay where you are and just tighten up your stop. The reason being is that the market itself, wants to do a small ABC up, and that's going to help you, because all you have to do, is get into that area a bit. And like today, it's perfect because you haven't hit it. You're 2 pennies away from it. So you want to hit that area when you get some acceleration behind you, which I suspect you get in the next couple of days. Because if you get into the area, right, then you actually got game up to that swing point, the $15.93.
Okay. And even on the what's also really nice when you take a look at these patterns is take a look at them on different time frames. So if you went over to the weekly chart and pulled this up, what you would see is that you also made a bullish Gartley pattern, and that would have completed somewhere around 1150. And got down to 11. So what's nice is that you had a butterfly pattern that was completed on a daily chart, at the 1.272, and then you had a Gartley that was finishing at the 0.618. So that's why I say you don't have to have your stop should be probably somewhere under 1057 is where I would have my stop underneath.
Okay.
Hey, listen, have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Listen, folks, we do appreciate you being out here with us each and every day, and please tell your friends if you like the program, and you stay right there.
That's right.
Our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes, is coming up next. And then our man, Mr. Don Kaufman, the TD Ameritrade, Ken Shreve this afternoon at 3, and then I'm at 4. Cooking, folks. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Put the power of the Chapman Wave